Okay, so I want to give a shift tip that will help people shift to this new age that we're in, and that is to stop watching these horror movies, these horror TV shows, these horror media. I'm not just talking about like light horror, maybe like these thrillers. I'm talking about these gory, graphic horror movies. And I'm talking about these shows about like serial killers and these TV shows about like sexual assault and murder. Not just these shows, but the news. The news is constantly broadcasting these horror stories, even stories that have no relevance to our lives. These gruesome murders in completely different countries that we had no reason to know about. These shows are slowing down your vibration and shifting you into a 2D reality because these TV shows put you in a hyper vigilant state intentionally. Because when you go into a hyper vigilant state, you are always on the lookout for danger to protect yourself. Say that there's like a deer and they had a close call with like a mountain lion or something. That deer is going to be in a hyper vigilant state. They're going to be looking around. Every little sound is going to make them turn and look around. They're going to be looking behind their back because they're on the lookout for danger. So when you watch these horror shows, why you're so magnetized to them is because you're on the lookout for danger. You're trying to protect yourself because you these horror shows induce that vigilant response in you. So just like how that deer is on the lookout, they're focusing on danger. You come back to these horror shows to focus on danger, so maybe you can prevent it from hap- from it occurring. Of course, it's fictional, but these horror movies have real psychic force. It's like you're experiencing them on some level. So I would suggest to shift away from those type of horror shows. There will be some type of withdrawal once you try to do that because you're going to be one coming off that overstimulation. Okay, those shows are very stimulating. Another thing we're addicted to is stimulation. So you're going to come off of that and because you're going to have that anxiety where it's like I have to be on the lookout for danger, so I have to track these villains, these monsters, these predators, so they don't catch me off guard. So if you can get through reduce that withdrawal from those things and shift away from these like graphic horror shows, then that is going to help speed up your frequency and will help you shift to this new cosmic frequency that we're in.